Hi everyone, my name is Rogers. Welcome to my world. My world is Rogers Fun and Adventures. Okay, and today, as every Saturday, I am going to be chatting with my good friend Frankie Kington, who also has a channel. And so welcome, Frankie. And the topic I'd like to talk about is the ever-growing importance to create connection. Why do we need to create connection? I chose that topic because we live in unprecedented time, not natural to live the way we live at the moment. And okay, without further ado, anyway, so welcome everyone, welcome to all the viewers out there, and welcome Frankie. So over to you, Frankie. So
hi Roger, thanks for having me on your channel again. I would say, right, why is it important that we create connection, feel on a deeper level, Roger, we are all connected to each other. It's really important now in this time, what we're in, this pandemic, that we make connections more than ever. And that means really working alongside this. I honestly believe pandemic bringing out a lot of our quality, our uniqueness out of our life, showing us the values of our life, what's really important about life, what we need to be really connecting with, Roger. So that's why connections is really important. When you think of connections with our family, our daughters, our son, mothers, fathers, friends, we have connected with so many people in our life. It goes to show that human beings very connected to each other anyway on a very deeper level. I'm the spiritual journey. So I know my spiritual journey teaches me how connected I am. All different types of people's lives. Everyone's got connected with somebody else. And it's really important that we value them connections because we can learn so much from each other. You know what I mean, sir? We can learn so much from each other. And that's really important that we're learning from each other so we can grow and move in a positive direction.
yeah, absolutely, Frankie. And then we are all connected, and we are also connecting to not just our fellow human beings, but we are connecting to our environment, our direct environment. And just at a minute, I just heard my cat meowing at the very end. She's very much connected. It's okay. Okay, and then I think it's connection, yes, with our fellow human being. That's so important. And then UI as a very simple example. Sometimes I get very extremely tired. I am in a bubble, so I am because I live alone, so I am allowed to have somebody from another household. So I miss once a week, just one person. And but you know what? I was so tired last week, Frankie. I couldn't attend that meeting. You sent me the link. I just absolutely couldn't move. I was absolutely exhausted, and it took me about an hour when that friend of mine came, and the one I formed a bubble with, and me an hour to actually emerge. And little by little, as I woke up and started to absorb what I was learning with regards to editing video using VideoPad. Honestly, I was so tired. It was just unbelievable. But the only fact to have somebody that's coming and see you and so important. And you know what? I'm going to, okay, so we connect with our environment, our immediate environment, everything around us. Okay, and then we're not meant to live in isolation. We're not meant to do that whatsoever. So it's we are very blessed. We can have access to programs like Zoom, so we can connect with other people. So very blessed to have the internet to be able to do so.
So our values are heightened now, aren't they, Roger?
Yeah, actually,
our values are heightened.
And that's very interesting what you're saying just now, because we were so used to being free, at least in this country. I mean, some other countries I wouldn't mention here, where you are probably you are born in confinement and you die in confinement, in some dictatorship and stuff like that. So we are so blessed, really. And then I suppose a few months ago, like 6, 7, 8 months ago, we probably took it for granted. We could have Zooms, a program like Zoom, so we could meet over and have video calls, conferences. And then now we can see, because of all the restriction we are facing, this too, I think we should be so grateful to have that tool and to be grateful for it and not take it for granted. This is wonderful. I've got that tool, yes. And personally, I do struggle not to meet other people. It's really a big struggle for me. And because I function a lot better when I am surrounded by a lot of noise people, I function better. Obviously.
So you feel less connected, Roger, when you're at home?
Yes, I do actually, and then I do in a way I do. So fortunately, as just mentioned, we got Zoom. So luckily, we had a fantastic Zoom earlier today with the networking event organized by Maria once a week, and then the other Zoom meetings, our meetings with our Buddhist meetings. That's very good. Find it to stimulate my brain without the human contact. I find it more difficult, much more difficult for me. I don't want to use it as an excuse not to do things. So I've got to push myself more for doing things. And but we have the other occasion because we can still go and eat to the restaurant. We can still do a few things like that. So there are still some opportunities out there for you to do so. Yeah. And so I think it's so important because everything in this world is not permanent. And hopefully the pandemic is one of those. And
state of flux, everything's in a state of flux.
yeah, it's a state of flux. It changes all the time. In 2 years' time, we probably face other type of problems, issues, and challenges. That's the way I see it. So life is a permanent struggle. It's a permanent fight. And then the idea of this is really to fight together, really to help each other. And I find it absolutely wonderful that all the businesses in this country, thanks to that footballer from Manchester United. I'm sorry about that guy, I can't even remember his name, but he's doing a campaign to help children, you know, about the free meals at schools and stuff like that. And I think it's
really vital, isn't it? It's really important.
Yeah, and I find it so wonderful and heartwarming. All those businesses have come together to actually feed us, because at the end of the day, the children are the future of society.
Exactly. It just goes
So
to show that.
how can we not feed the children? They are the future of this very society.
Connected to food, Roger.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I felt really saddened when the parliament voted against it. I just couldn't believe it. But I'm not going to go into that now. That could be I'm not here to do politics, but I just felt saddened. At the end of the day, these politicians are human beings, but they show me the very bad side of human beings, the one that voted against. They really show a really bad side. And I think it's a big shame. We should work all together and not against each other. You know,
we have to keep connected though, Roger. It's really important that we keep connected.
Yeah, we keep connected, and then thanks to that big staff from Manchester United, obviously it's going to be criticized by some people. It's obvious because once somebody does something, there is going to be a reaction to it. And well done to him. You know, I don't really follow football as such, but well done to him. And I admire him for that, to have brought people together. And I also admire all the businesses, and including the one that have struggled, are actually making efforts to feed those kids. You can't feed somebody on universal credit. You can't, but that's another thing. So it's so important we stay, and this is why come back to the connection. We all need to connect. We all need to help each other. If I am a bit more well off than somebody else, I can make a donation to a charity, for example. When I go and do my shopping, when there is a supermarket, when they have a box where you can put food for the food bank, I always do it, even if it is only one thing or a bag of pasta. So if I spend £20 and if I spend £21.65 because I just bought some pasta, what £1.65 is not going to break my bank. £1.65. And last time I bought some 4 noodles that you can boil in water, and it was only 19p each.
That's really good, 19p. That's very cheap.
Yeah, it's cheap. And that's going to do maybe 2 meals, maybe 4 with some bread and with the child. I don't know. But that's nothing. And then we've got this politician who claim a 50p clip, you know, on their expenses. This is a joke. I don't want to go there. We all need to be connected. We all need to help each other. And then we need to have a heart. We need to connect. Because to connect with, that's my view. Yeah, that's my view. I think I should create perhaps a party for that. But that's my view. Yeah, yeah. And well done again to all those businesses out there. Well done.
You stay connected to the business. You've got to stay connected to other business.
Not just business, with people, with your people. Give a smile to somebody when you walk down the street. So to keep it short and sweet, so what I would say, Frankie, personally, is guy out there, we live in difficult times, it's not natural, so please connect with as many people as you can. Use a video conference or whatever means you want to do it, in whichever way. But I think it's so important to keep in touch with each other in whatever where you can, in order to keep to keep sane, to be just to keep your head up and to be sane and whatever. Yeah, so that makes sense. Yeah, and so that's my view of it. Connection are so important, and so it's mentally so difficult not to go out. So I hope I am wrong, but I hope the next pandemic is not going to be a mental health one, but it could be.
Stay connected. That's what I say. Stay connected to everything, your environment, friends, your family, food you eat, the people you meet. Always stay connected. Cannot lose that, because that's a virtue and a value what everybody needs for their life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody needs everybody else, and we need to stay connected.
Yeah, stay connected.
Let's not lose the values of life.
Okay, guys, thank you very much for listening, watching. Please leave some comments below, and see you in the next video. Bye for now.